again, folks. Welcome back to my channel. I finally have my microphone hooked up. I am barefaced for this video because we're going to be testing hot new viral products that have been going around the interwebs and Instagrammies. First, I want to give a huge shout out to Mauime Hawaii for sending me this beautiful green necklace. It's custom cut. It is so gorgeous. It is from Hawaii. Their company is so amazing. The people are so nice, and they custom cut it for me because I asked them to, and that's so nice of them. They get the orders out on time, like very speedy and quick. I got this in like 2 or 3 days, right before Mother's Day, and I ordered it for their Mother's Day sale they had going on, and so I'm so excited to have it in my collection. I have 3 pieces now, and am hoping to gather a bunch more. So definitely, I have their link down below in my description box. Go check out their site, and their Instagram is Mauime Hawaii. So I just want to put that out there. I'm not sponsored by this in any way. I just want to let you know if you're interested about this jewel on my neck, that's from them. So today we're going to be testing, like I said, lots of viral overhyped makeup. Are you ready for this? I have no brow on, and I'm feeling completely naked, which I am going to fix right now. So the Natural Love palette by Toofaced has been loved for a really long time. They now replaced it with the Natural Lust palette. I don't have that, but I do have this palette. So this is what we're going to work with today. It's almost just like the Natural Lust palette. So if you have this, I don't think you need the Natural Lust one per se. But I'm going to be going in with the infamous Urban Decay Brow Blade. And I'm in the shade Cafe Kitty. So the idea of this is you have the felt tip pen to create hair-like strokes, and on the other side you have just a point to do the shadow. And I'm going to do one eyebrow on camera and one eyebrow off because it's just too much time. I just want to show you how I use this in particular. And I have my microphone finally on. Last couple of videos, I feel like you couldn't hear me. Even when I replayed it back, I couldn't really hear myself, so I'm sorry about that. Hopefully this is better this time. If you're having trouble with sparse areas, take the pencil and go forward with it. That'll really fill those sparse areas in. Wow, I have a lot of brow hair. I just realized I need a trimming. If you're wondering how I do the brows, I do have a dedicated brow video. You can go and look at that. The only thing this does not have is a spoolie, so kind of bummed about that, but I just take one of mine and sort of feather in the product. To help disperse so we don't need to use so much product. Alright, so I'm good on that. Now I just need to flip it around and use the felt side to create just little tiny hair-like strokes. They're not going to be perfect. I find that this fills in sparse areas on the brow as well, going in this section and creating like a nice tail. I hate that word tail for the brow. Ugh. I don't know, it just kind of doesn't jive with me, if you feel me. So I think this product is not a necessity. It's nice, yes, but there are other brow products that act much better than this. And by the way, I'm in the shade Cafe Kitty. I'm gonna just give it a once over, and my brow looks perfect in my opinion. I'm loving that. How do you guys feel? You gonna pick up the brow blade? Does anyone have the brow blade, and how do you feel about it? I'm gonna go ahead and do my other brow off camera, and I will be right back. This is gonna be a long video, I can already tell you. I'm gonna set this down with the Benefit Brow Setter. This is supposed to be like the all or nothing brow gel. It holds the brows like hairspray, I suppose. And so I'm just going to use that on the brow. I kind of like longer videos, especially on the weekend if I'm not feeling well. I kind of binge watch YouTubers' videos, especially ones like these, the hot ones, like new stuff. Oh my gosh, like, is it worth it? Is it good? So I already primed my eyes. I didn't have a new eyeshadow primer on hand. So what I'm gonna do is just take this shade Heaven. It's the lightest shade, and I'm just going to set down the eye primer. Next shade I'm going to go in is Nudie. This is just a very nice brown shade, lighter brown. I'm going to do one eye on camera and one eye off camera just to save us some time. I feel like it's not showing up on the camera that much, but oh yeah, I guess it is. Using the Smith 230 with this. Just giving us a nice transition shade, and I'm going to go in with Makeup and Chill right here. I'm going to put that in the crease as well. This one's pretty pigmented, so I just did a very light hand. But I really like this palette, and I haven't used it in over a year. And I saw some people using the Natural Lust palette. I tried the bronzer, did not like it. I've got a couple dupes for you in this video, so I hope you're excited. One of them is sold out on Sephora, so thank me now for this dupe, because it is only a couple of dollars and it is a complete dupe for something everyone has been wanting, and I own both of them, and I can tell you I like the cheaper one just a little bit better. Isn't that always the case? Isn't that always the case? There's not a lot of transition shades. I mean, there's a couple. I'm looking here. I want to take this brush. This is just my Real Techniques brush. I'm going to go into Undercover. This is a shimmer, but I'm going to think it's going to act as a matte. So I'm just going to place this in the outer V, so to speak. Deepen that up. That's not deep enough for me. Shoot. Yeah, it is. I can see it. So we're going to deepen that up. In real life, it doesn't look that deep. But hey, on camera, that's all that matters, huh? Alright, I'm going to take, this is actually an AOA Studio Shop Miss A 113 brush. I'm going to take the shade Honey Pot right here. It's a nice gold shade. I'm going to really saturate that brush. I'm going to take some e.l.f. setting spray. Any setting spray will do. And I coated that. So I hope it doesn't look completely terrible. Sorry if it does. No, it's pretty. It's light, but it's pretty. It's a light dusting of gold. You don't see that? It's a nice light dusting of gold. It looks really pretty. I'm going to put the shade Tickle Me, which is like a champagne, right over that. Oh, that looks much better. So I like the shade Tickle Me a lot. It's a champagne mixed with the gold. It looks beautiful. How about that? That's a nice shimmer. That looks like a really nice prom look almost. I'm going to go to the other eye and then put on my Rimmel Scandaleyes Tightline and L'Oreal mascara, and then I'm going to put on the Goddess lashes that I used in my Dollar General makeup video, so I will see you in a few minutes. Okay, so while that was only a few seconds for you, it was more like 5 or 6 minutes for me. Next up is priming our face. I'm going to be using the Milk Hydrogrip Primer, and this works well. I have dry skin. This works well for me. I do have to say though, it doesn't work with all foundations. So it starts out, it's pretty slick, and then it gets pretty tacky on the face. And that's to ensure that it grips the foundation and holds it all day. Now I do have to say the Cover FX gripping primer is a lot stronger than this. So if you didn't like that, you might like the Milk one. And then, as always, this is always so hyped up, and it is for a reason. It does have skincare ingredients in it, and it does pore fill. The Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I'm going to use this in my T-zone. So I'm just going to really try to push it in the T-zone area, forehead. I did my brows before my foundation, and I'm worried that it's going to be affected by the foundation. I didn't really have a ton of foundations to choose from, so I have to mix two of them because one I have too light of a shade in, the other one is just the right shade. So I'm going to be mixing the Tarte Face Tape with the Toofaced Do You. So the Tarte Face Tape I have in light, medium, neutral. I'm just going to do one pump of it. As you can see, it's pretty thick, but it does kind of slip down. And then I'm going to do like 1/2 a pump of that, and I'm going to swirl that around on my finger. I think that's going to be too light still, but we will see, and I can always add more if needed. I don't really put a lot on my forehead. I don't feel like I need it there. Then I'm blending it out with my AOA sponge that you guys will have seen in my favorites video. Or you will be seeing it in my favorites video. No, you will. Okay. I apparently am not with it today. I'm just going to go with this color because I'm going to warm it up with some bronzers. One is a dupe, and I'm so happy I found it. Actually, I'm sorry, both the bronzers are dupes. Thank me later because that was really hard to do. I said, gosh, it's all sold out. What do people do? And I went through my collection and started swatching and found, comparing. It took me like a couple days. That's all I'm going to do for foundation. I've heard quite a lot of hype about this Makeupforever Ultra HD Self-Setting Concealer, and I chose the shade 22. And I feel like this is going to be very light for me. Oh yeah. So I don't want to apply, way too much. Just a little bit here. Because I don't want my face to be super white. I already don't match. So just blending this under the eye. I have to say, I'm not mad at it. It seems to have pretty decent coverage. It's really creamy. I'm not going to not set it because I just never do that. I always have to set my concealer. I can't do that. I don't know how people can do that, but I for sure can't. It looks really nice. I would use this again, actually. Looking up close, I want to see if it settles into the fine lines. Nope, it's not settling into my fine lines like at all. So another really hyped up product is the Fenty Beauty, mine's dirty, setting powder, and I have mine in the shade Butter. So we're just going to dump some of that in the cap like this. And I'm going to take my sponge, tap that in, and set this concealer. Now this brightens a bit, and I really didn't need it to brighten right now, but in my regular shade of foundation, I do like it for brightening, and I don't usually use loose powder to set my under eye concealer, but it's for the video. So I really love this stuff. It is worth the money completely. Super finely milled. It is brightening and you get a lot for your money. I don't know, I just love this powder. I use it every day. Mainly I use it to cut this area here when I do bronzer. So we're going to move on to the lower lash line. I know you guys are dying to know the dupes. I'm dying to tell you. I'm just going to go in with Undercover on this Luxie brush, and I'm going to go and bring that underneath the lower lash line, like so. Oh my god, did you just hear my stomach? I'm starving for some reason. That's good for now. I'm just going to do one color under there. I'm actually going to use this Believe brand mauve liner for my lower lash line because I couldn't find my Rimmel Scandaleyes and I had to use the Makeupforever one, and that was really very painful. Super sharp. It hurt so bad to tightline. I will not use that again. So I just gave myself some color. This mascara is really hyped up too because it, you know, it can go like this. You can bend the wand, which is what I do to do my lower lash line mascara. Yeah, this video is definitely going to be about 25 minutes long. I can guarantee that. But we've got the dupes coming, and y'all are going to want to see those. I'm really proud of those. That took some work and effort. And you'll know what one of them is from my favorites video. So the first one, hang on a second. The first one is a dupe for the Milk Makeup Bronzer Stick. You guys are gonna die. It's sold out everywhere, even on the Milk website. Here's an exact dupe. This is the Jordana Sculpt and Go Contour Stick. It looks like this. So what I'm gonna do, put it on my sponge and just add this, and it is the exact same thing as Milk Makeup. I don't know if I want to use a sponge or a brush. A brush might be easier to use. My daughter's up. Let's use a brush. Oh my word. Just how identical is this? If you have this, you're going to be like, wow. Because I own both of them. And I actually prefer this. This is available at Walgreens. And I think it was like $2.99. I'm not even joking. But it is identical to the Milk Makeup Stick. And you're saving yourself a lot of money. Just look at that. Just like it. I'm so proud of this too. Thank me later. Don't need to buy the Milk product. And the next one you're going to love even more, but this one only because it's sold out. go get this one. Exactly the same, $2.99. You're welcome. I did research. Hope you're happy with me. I'm so proud of that one. And our next dupe is a bronzer. This Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in the shade 021 Nude is an exact dupe for the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer. Look at it. Exact dupe. I'm so proud of that one too, because that one took forever. As you can see, look at that. Tell me that's not an exact dupe. I'm in love. I will never buy that Tantastic again because now I have this and there is no need for the Tantastic bronzer. You're welcome. I just saved you like 50 something dollars. I love me some dupes. I sprinkle them in here and there, but another hyped up product are the Buxom Primer Infused blushes, and I have mine in the shade Wanderlust. So it looks like this. It's very pigmented. It is super beautiful. Look at that. You cannot go wrong with that. It's such a beautiful blush. Just smile, bring it back and up toward the ear. It's not too heavy. It's beautiful. And the highlight, you're going to love this. The highlight that everyone has been raving about is from the Benefit Cheek Leaders. It is the shade Cookie. And I love it too. It's beautiful. And here we go. Look at that. Stunning. I wish they would come out with a pan. Just this shade on its own. This is just gorgeous. Put a little on the cheeks for some extra glow. A little on the nose. This will be for my inner corner highlight. And also for the brow bone. I hope you guys appreciate those dupes because those were so hard to find. Cupid's bow. And the chin. Now for my lips, I don't really have anything that's super hyped up. I actually just love going in with this Wet n Wild Catsuit in Rebel Rose. It's one of my favorites. It has long-lasting staying power. It is not too matte. It's like a satin matte. It's not drying. This lasts through eating and drinking. It's cheap. I don't want to say it's cheap. It's affordable. Last but not least, we need setting spray, and it's going to be Urban Decay All Nighter, like always. So you guys, here's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed, why not? It is free. Please hit the notification bell on your way out, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye, guys.